stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Trish.
Mrs. Brew? Miss Langless?
Here.
Mr. Menegini?
Here.
Mr. Marraro?
Here.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Do I have a motion excusing?
I'll make a motion to excuse Mayor Brew and
Ricky?
Ms. Steigerwald.
Sarah, do I get a second?
Yep. Second.
Miss Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Mr. Marraro?
Yes. Approval agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Oh, with one change, right? Mr. Stoltman?
Remove the closed session until we have.
Yeah, okay. Rico, can you motion it that way, with removing the closed session until the first meeting in
As
January?
presented without the closed session.
Yeah.
Second.
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Mr. Marraro?
Yes.
Miss Langless?
Yes.
Approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of December 3rd, 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve those.
Support.
Mr. Marraro?
Yes.
Miss Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Approval of manifest number 2025-24. Sir, do you have any questions on the manifest tonight?
No.
Rico?
No questions.
Nor do I. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve manifest 2025-24 in the amount of $665,876.16.
Sir, do I have a second?
Second.
Miss Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Mr. Marraro?
Yes. Moving on to answer the previous manifest questions. I don't believe there's any, Dan?
Not having it.
Okay. Public comment, any item of interest. Anyone in attendance wishing to address the council on any item of interest shall do so at the podium now. State your name and address for the record. Content shall be limited to 3 minutes per person. Any item of interest. Okay? Nope, this is not, this is the end for this. So right, you would do it right now.
Good evening.
Hi,
Hi.
welcome.
My name is Ron Vivio.
Hi, Ron.
I live at N2158 Perney Lane up on Norway Hill.
Okay.
I've been a resident of Norway most of my life, 60 plus years living in Norway. I've had several years of having television. That's what I'm here to address tonight. Last Monday, my wife got an email that certain channels were going to be gone. I was here for a board of review meeting on Wednesday, so I asked Jamie at the desk what was going on. All I wanted to do was find out why we were losing Channel 11. She really didn't have an answer for me, but she said this is what's going to happen. Friday, the channels were gone. I personally enjoy watching Channel 11. I feel that the weather is more appropriate to our area. I don't go to the Marquette that often anymore. For 5 years, I drove there 3 days a week delivering packages to the post office. And you definitely see a difference in weather between here and Marquette, and from Norway to Green Bay. And all I wanted to do was find out why we dropped the Green Bay stations.
We can tell you. So last Thursday, the board finalized and agreed to enter a contract selling the cable system to Charter, or Spectrum, I believe, correct, Charter Communications. So Charter officially took over on Friday. So I think there was 3 channels in question, if I believe.
There was 5.
Five?
Fox 11, and then there were sports, outdoor sports, and then a couple other brands.
Okay. Yeah, there you go, Ron, thanks. So, yeah, so them are the ones that,
Yeah, so they don't carry those channels, so they don't have the legal right to air them. And then we also, leading up to that moment, We also were notified by our other Fox affiliates in here too, that even if we didn't go down this route, we can't have duplicate broadcasts.
I would rather have Green Bay.
Yeah.
They left us with no Green Bay stations, right? That's what's going on?
Yeah, so the Fox UP is the market area Fox channel. We're the only one in the entire UP in Wisconsin that have, entire UP that have both Fox UP and Fox 11. Everyone has Fox UP. So Fox UP is our area of markets where we're not supposed to have duplicate programming like a Fox 11. Now, news and channels and news is different, but the primetime broadcasts, those programs are the same.
And Ron, this was not our decision. This was the new owner's decision, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
we are not going to be able to get any Green Bay stations at the new television?
I don't know it's Charter's plan.
Right, so
With the
you
carrier
still
and
have, like,
television?
your Green Bay Packer games are all gonna be on Fox UP. It's essentially the same line that anyone like.
Yeah, I'm familiar with what happens with the Green Bay Packer station.
Yeah, they'll have, those programs will stay the same. You probably won't have Green Bay local news.
Would you agree that the weather that they broadcast from Marquette is different than the weather that we get in Norway?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely,
Weather in
yes.
the river is gonna be very different.
But there was the issue of them saying, we will not provide these channels. And it was just a no-go for them. So there was only that
So
choice
the new owner is
of,
not going to
yes.
have any kind of stations that are.
The ones that are
Green Bay
on there were a deal breaker for them and they took them off.
So they didn't
Yep.
have the legal rights to air them because they don't have a contract with them. And the market area for Fox is
Yep.
Fox UP.
So when is the new
Here, Ron, you can-
schedule going to be out to what we get?
So right now, nothing changes except for the Fox 11 and those 5 other
Thanks.
channels. Sometime that spring is when the actual transition will happen, will actually take over. So every channel you have now, they also carry. So when the transition happens, anything more will be added when they actually start taking over their program.
And that's sometime in spring.
So right now, most things should not change until sometime in the spring. We are still operating it on their behalf. Calls still come to us. All of that will remain.
Through this transition time.
Well, like I said, I got my bill from last month. I am paying $4.22 a month to have television in my house. Per day.
Per day, yeah? Yep.
And if we can't watch what we want to watch,
Yeah. Do you have the internet, Ron, at the house?
the internet and the city phone service.
I think we should, maybe you could see if you could go online to to Channel 11. They probably have an online presence to help you get your weather information. That might be a solution in the short term, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was just curious.
No, it's okay, yeah, no,
If it was a factor of cost,
No, totally out of our control, and that we can do. We'd still have it if we wouldn't have sold the system, but,
Even if we didn't sell it, we would have found ourselves in a predicament. FCC rules that you can't have duplicated programming. We have 2 Fox affiliates.
we've had it since I was a kid.
for years.
That's a long time. Right.
That was the
One of those
question
things
I
they probably didn't know about.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, we're gonna keep you guys posted as things move along with Charter. As we get closer to the official, turning everything over to them, and the city won't be involved in anything anymore with the cable system. But, until they inform us what they're gonna do, when they do inform us, Ron, we'll definitely inform the public. Okay?
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Mr. Vivian.
Sorry about the channels, man.
Public comment agenda items. Anyone in attendance wishing to address the council on any agenda item shall do so now at the podium. State your name and address for the record. Comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Okay, moving on. Action items. Item 1, Downtown Development Authority Member Representative, Mr. Stoltman.
So we had 2 members of the DDA for the appointment, Jake Miller and Carmen Toma Frank. We had a DDA meeting today, and the DDA did recommend their reappointment. Both are interested in that reappointment, so we do have two recommendations to reappoint Jacob and Carmen to the DDA.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to, reappoint Jacob Miller and Carmen Tama Frank to the Downtown Development Authority to a 4-year term expiring December 2029.
Support.
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Mr. Mararo?
Yes.
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Item number 2, Parks and Rec Committee members. Yeah, so I can take this one.
Well.
Oh, go ahead.
We have the council one going to that, like, putting council members on committees.
Yeah.
That's down, we have that as another item.
Oh, okay. No, I was just gonna explain that Brett's dropping off, and so we're gonna have a, Brett's, obviously Brett, did not run for reelection.
I've been on that before.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah,
council member and as a general, or actually an NVAS ex officio member.
right. We have some openings, for this coming up. Looks like Monica McElroy Dennison is,
So at the last Parks and Rec meeting, Monica was there, and she's involved in different things in the community. She was presenting an idea for Strawberry Lake, and the committee asked, do we have a limit on the number of committee members in Parks and Rec, which we do not, and they recommended that we add Monica to Parks and Rec. So,
and Brett is gonna stay as a private citizen, basically.
yep, and Brett he is taking Terry Spence.
Yep.
He was up and he's stepping down. He's no longer reappointed. So, former Councilmember Kramer is stepping in as a regular old citizen to serve with Parks and Rec.
Excellent. Do I have a motion?
I'll recommend that Brett Kramer and Monica McElroy Dennison are appointed 3-year term expiring in December 2028, and recognize former member Terry Spence for his willingness to serve and volunteer in civic service as a member of the Parks and Rec Board for the last 17 years.
Second?
Mr. Mararo?
Yes.
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Planning Commission appointments. Mr. Stoltman?
So we have two reappointments, Corky and Monica, both expressed interest in being reappointed. Unfortunately, the last planning commission meeting was canceled, so we didn't get this to planning, but I have no indication that planning commission would not recommend their reappointment. Both of these have been good members, we've had a good team on there since they've come on. I would recommend a reappointment.
Yes, I've been a council rep on planning for 6 years, and they both are good members.
And they both wish to be reappointed? Okay.
That's a good question.
I'm like, just making sure, because one of them's like, no.
They have to serve if it is needed.
Yeah, exactly.
You must. All right, so I'll make a motion that Corky D. Roque and Monica McElroy Dennison, cannot see with these glasses, these are not my reading glasses, be reappointed to a 3-year term expiring December 2028.
Support.
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Mr. Mararo?
Yes. Item 4, Jake Menegini, Museum Board Member Reappointment.
Mengini.
He's a Menegini. Yep, okay. I'm so used to calling you guys Menegini.
Me too, actually.
So we have 3, Trish's are all reappointments, right?
No.
No, Trombley is.
Jerry Cheslock is new.
So we have 2 reappointments and 1 new requested appointment. And we still have 1 open, Trish, then?
Yes.
So the museum does recommend those 2 reappointments and 1 new appointment.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that Shirley Foisey be reappointed and Jerry Cheslock be appointed to a 3-year term expiring in December 2028, and William Trombley be reappointed to fill the open seat expiring December 2027 to the Jake Mengini Museum Board.
Second?
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Mr. Mararo?
Yes.
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Item 5, Board of Tax Review Member Representative. Dan?
So all three, for reappointment, Ron Vizio, Daryl Carter, and Allison Kutchuk, and I believe all three have signed that they would like to be reappointed.
Have a motion?
I'll make a motion that council reappoint Ron Vivio, Daryl Carter, and Allison Kelsick to the 2026 Board of Tax Revenue, or Review, sorry.
Support.
Mr. Marraro?
Yes.
Ms. Langlis?
Yes.
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Okay, miscellaneous city county boards that require city representatives. Item 6. Dan?
So this is where each of you sits as a representative on these various committees. So we have two documents that kind of show you. The first one, where this is council rep, those are all of the committees that a council member sits on. The next page is the current, where our current sits, and the current Kramer is on there, because he was the last one to serve as Parks and Rec.
Right.
So, I believe, you guys can decide kind of however you so choose to who sits on what committee.
Yeah, we've started these conversations amongst ourselves. I'm looking, Ricky's gonna actually take my spot on planning. She's good, she's to go with that. I'm looking to take Parks and Rec, Brett's spot on Parks and Rec, and the county, which one is that, Dan? The DC,
It's the,
DCCC,
yeah, the
Yeah.
construction code there.
yeah. So I would fill those two, if my fellow council people are good with that. Candy's the DDA as the mayor. Planning Commission's Ricky.
I can take the museum, the open,
Yeah, I think we
open
discussed
museum
that
spot.
with museum. Okay.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent.
Candy wanted to stay on the
You getting this all, Trish?
Yep.
Candy's staying on the ambulance board. Rico, you are on ZBA right now?
That's it.
Rico is the alternate, I believe.
Well, I can be the main,
You mean the main guy now?
sure.
Rico. And then we have,
Council.
that's Candy there. Senior Center, who was there?
That was Candy, but she says she's fine, giving that up.
That in, giving it up?
I can't meet at 10:30 on Mondays.
No, that's the thing.
I'm not seeing that. Oh, okay, there it is.
Everybody's got jobs. Well, we can't fill it, or Candy can keep it.
Third Monday of every month at 10:30 in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
And Candy can't do it anymore?
Well, she's fine, she said to step down, if somebody else wants it, it sounds like.
I think we can twist her arm into it.
Well, she's already got a lot going on. I could try that. I'll do that.
Okay.
You can make that time?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
At 10:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
every third Monday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sarah's there and Sarah's there.
Can we discuss a council rep alternate for ZBA?
Ricky's only got one, right?
Why is that the only one that has an alternate?
Well, I think we usually have a planning commission member on the ZBA.
We do.
Yeah,
We're
so-
allowed to veto it.
Okay.
Yeah, but, yeah, and that's to be as needed.
Right.
I think Ricky would take that without a problem, just be then to be your alternate, you know what I mean? Let's do that. If there's an issue, we can always readdress.
Yeah, the only guy I have to check on that is if it's okay to have two planning commission members on.
Oh, okay.
But I can look into that. It's already, we can readdress it. It's the alternate and it's, this doesn't happen all the time.
It's gonna be fine, I think, Dan.
Grant, how would you like that motion?
Well, we're not done yet, are we?
Yeah, we are?
That's it? Oh, yeah, and I'm down here on
And
DCCC.
then you would have to reappoint, probably reappoint Jim Wiseman and myself on.
We got to reappoint and Candy to DDA. And then we have the new appointments to everything else. Unless Rico, were you on ZBA before, Rick?
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
the
so
alternate.
that, he'd be a reappointment as well. Oh, you're the alternate, I got you.
Pop was the regular.
Okay, Scott, Mr. Pop, okay.
And then I think actually Ricky took that, and she's got it.
So Brett is still staying on the Parks and Recreation?
as a citizen.
Okay, so we need a representative from
And Jeff
council.
was gonna,
Okay, all right.
Right, so just go right down the list.
Yeah, just start at the top, guys. Okay, so Parks and Rec,
You want me to roll down?
I mean, it just,
yeah,
Okay. I'll recommend that Jeff Moraro is the council representative for the Parks and Rec Committee.
you can skip the DDA candidates.
Yep, just the,
Sarah, you have a
oh,
second?
did we also want to add Bart Kramer to that, because he's running again, or are
No.
we doing it?
we're just gonna do
We're just
the
doing that.
shaded
Okay.
ones.
Gotcha, okay.
One at a time.
Second.
Thank you.
You can go, can we do
Mr.
it?
Menegini?
Yes,
Mr. Mararo?
Does she have to do a roll call for all this? No.
So just all in favor?
All in favor? Aye.
I recommend Ricky Steigerwald as the council representative for the Planning Commission.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
I recommend Rico Menegini as council rep for the Zoning Board of Appeals, council rep alternate to be determined at a later date.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Museum?
I recommend Sarah Soma Langlis as the council rep for the Jake Mangini Museum Committee.
You can support it.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'll recommend Mayor Candy Brew as city council rep for the North Alert Committee.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
I recommend Sarah Soma Langlis as the council rep for the Norway Senior Center Committee.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
I recommend Jeff Moraro as council rep for the DCCC Committee.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. There is everybody except our alternate for ZBA.
Sure, real quick, for myself and Jim Wiseman, we should probably be reappointed to these committees. Would it be acceptable for them to motion just to reappoint myself and Jim Wiseman as presented on this sheet? Yes.
I'll make the motion
Thank you.
to reappoint Dan Stoltman and James Wiseman as presented on this sheet.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye. And Candy's position is, I believe, the wrong word, but I think that's what it is. The mayor sits on the,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, the city mayor sits, yeah, it's in the bylaws, so we don't have to do anything with that. Okay. Moving on to item 7, and thank you for that, everybody. That was fun. Curry Road Water Main Funding Options, Mr. Stoltman.
Okay. So this is the discussion of how we finance the Curry Road water main project that was completed back in November. We had discussed a couple of different options, one being to bond that amount out and start that process with the referendum period and so forth. The other option was we discussed borrowing internally from our election department at an interest rate as an alternative to the bonding. At the time we discussed this, the first question was, what do you think the terms and rate would be from the bond? So we discussed with PFM, which is our financial advisor that does our bonds. They got back to us for these aren't exact, these are their best estimates based on the current market, but they came out with a 5.7 years at 4.25%, 9.7 years at 4.45%, and 14.7 years at 4.75%. And each had issuance cost of $20,000. They did this, did do this to $600,000, which is our max bond for this. We won't need that entire amount. The new part of this, we have a new funding option now that we sold the cable system.
Yes.
And council was a little apprehensive about the borrowing from the electric department, just for the unknowns and the cost of those unknowns. Staff, we continue to look at ways to borrow internally so that we can save at least that $20,000 issuance costs. like to set a better interest rate and have a little more flexibility in how we pay back that loan. So with the cable sale, general fund has some revenue now that could loan that out. This is not revenue that has not been sitting in a high yield account, so I do feel we could set the interest rate a little different than pulling money out of a current account that is yielding higher. I look at this as an investing into our water department. So what we are recommending is that we do look at an internal borrow with the general fund. Now it has an influx of some cash from the cable sale and a 1.5%, and somewhere around that 7-year period. This will allow us to pay off early if we want to. We won't have a set like a bond that's callable a certain time, no penalties. This is the simplest option, most advantageous option for the water department. I don't know the exact amount yet that we would need to borrow. The bid was $494,000. It was under bid, but I'm still waiting for an invoice.
And we had, how much was in this budget, Dan?
We put, to cover we put 200 in there. Then Christina and I, our treasurer, after kind of looking at it, we're a little less comfortable right now taking the 200 directly from the fund. It might put itself in a little tighter spot than the one.
So what are you thinking you want to take?
I would be recommending the entirety of that project, which again, I'm going to say it's about 450. Like I said, it's under budget. I still don't know what under budget, how far under budget.
So 150 from the fund maybe, and 300 loan? Is that kind of how the breakdown's going to be if you don't want to go to full 2?
I think you said you wanted to do the full amount from the loan.
Yeah, I don't know, yeah, I need to talk about that a little bit, because unless it's gonna really stress the fund, we're gonna be paying interest on that money.
We'll be paying interest on it, 1.5% into the general fund.
Interest to ourselves.
To the general
To the
fund?
general fund.
Correct.
Regardless, we'll have to do, my recommendation, we have to come back with an actual loan agreement between the two.
So let's recap. So we just had we went over the audit last week, or our last meeting, and if memory serves, we were happy with all our fund balances.
Yep, general fund was good, sewer, not so much, water was okay. If water had a little.
No, I understand, but we had nothing in this year's budget for contingencies, for this kind of thing going on?
We did, originally put in 200,000.
Okay.
For that.
So it was budgeted,
Yep.
so it's accounted for.
Just discussing with our treasurer and looking at the finances and things to come, we thought maybe it'd be better to not take an entirety of that.
No problem not taking the entirety, but not taking any, and taking out as a loan from our, because you have to remember, we're giving up interest that money can be making for us in a pretty good yield account. You follow me? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing with it. So you better give me a good reason why we're gonna vote yes on leaving 200 grand in the fund that's basically allocated for these kind of things.
You certainly could have a higher interest rate. To me, it's one fund, helping the other to get a project completed, that it doesn't hurt that fund as well.
Once again,
That fund is
I didn't say I'm against it. I'm just saying I need a better reason to not dip into any of that 200,000 on what you're giving me for my vote to be yes.
So I'm confused. There's $200,000 already allocated.
In the
to
budget.
this, Separate
Budgeted.
than the $500,000 that's being asked for.
Yeah, we put that, we were thinking for RRI for that, which is an amount we have to put aside for when we have a bond or loan out on a project. And that has about 150,000, I think, in it. So there was some of that accounted for, and then the rest was just through revenues. The fund probably could support it. It just seemed like a better option to hold that money back in the water fund for other possibilities.
No, I totally disagree, guys. It's in the budget, the fund's healthy, and we're leaving money on the table if we don't invest that cable fund. That's exactly what we said. This is exactly what we were worried was gonna happen when we got all that money for that cable sale. We were gonna start taking it out and not putting it where it needs to go, and the highest interest return we can get to help the general fund. Okay? So that's why where I'm at with this issue.
Yeah, and And this is a loan. When we talked about those situations, it was.
Totally understand, but for 7 years, maybe, or whatever the terminus is, we're not gonna be having that money in something else, making us money. Okay, that's why I'm bringing this up. Because then, this is it'll just set a precedence again.
It was the betterment of the water fund.
Great, Dan, great, that's terrific. I just wanna not say it's zero because we have $200,000 in the budget. Is it 100 grand? Is it 150 that you guys can, maybe, we can work towards instead of just saying, we feel comfortable if we don't use any of that money and pull it out of our cable sale?
It's up to you. If you guys want to pull the 200, we can do that. If you want to do 100, we can do that.
Well, the other thing is, if something happens with water down the road, you know, we have these other options available to put money back into that fund, you know, as well to help it out, I'm saying, right? So, I don't know. I just guess I want to see us get that interest on as much of that money as we can, knowing that we still have that money, making us money, and on a rainy day, if something does go bad, well, we can dip into it if the necessity comes, right? But that necessity might never come. So you're trading off revenue for safety that you don't even know if you need, I guess, in this situation.
Yeah, we can go back and review that fund and see where it is year to date.
Yeah. But we did that at the last meeting, and it, you know, Scott seemed, like you said, we'd like to have everything a little higher, I understand that.
Well, and that was the audit from the previous year. Yes, this is for the current
Okay.
year. But we can review that again. Regardless, we have to bring back an agreement. So we can, if council is open to the idea of borrowing an amount from general fund, then we can probably start drafting the document for that borrow and terms and things like that. And we could, I think, decide on the amount at that meeting once we bring some more options.
I'd like to have Mayor Weaver for that as well, too. And Ricky.
She's in favor of this borrow goes to the bond or the electric fund as well.
Yeah, Dan and I talked about this, I don't know, maybe a month ago, Dan. We started talking about this, so I'm not against this. I just want to make sure we're not just taking I don't like the idea of taking the full project out as all.
Yeah, we've talked about it several times, but we don't want to happen to this.
Right. Okay, great. Thanks for the hard work.
What makes you feel better?
Yeah, I just think.
150?
I mean, I can see, even if we hold 100 back is something, right? You know? I just don't want to see us hold nothing back, you know?
But I think if we can give him a number that the three of us are comfortable with, I think that helps rate stuff up.
Yeah, why don't you guys run it at 100? Run it at 100, 150. How's that?
100, I think there's 100 could be supported simply by RRI right now.
And that's money that can't be invested in it.
Right.
That's money that.
Yeah, I'm
has
good
to
with
sit
that.
there.
Again, it was our idea to do the cable thing, because some weren't comfortable with the hydro thing. So it's okay. I just, like I said, I want to get as much money as we can in investing and making us money, because you know we're going to need it down the road.
We could also increase the interest rate as well. Again, that was,
Yeah.
the lesser rate was to the admin increases to help the water fund.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just going from one pot to the other, like you said. You know, I don't have a problem with the interest rate. I have a problem with the interest that we would be losing other people's money would be.
Out of the market.
Yeah, out of the market, exactly.
Yeah, it's around that 4.2 something.
Yeah.
It currently is.
Okay.
So we'll start writing with that, they said internal loan with some combination of water money
Yeah.
and general fund money.
Please.
Yeah, I would say half to three quarters of that money would be the two good
Yeah, half to three
spots.
quarters, I'd say.
Potato. We
Yeah,
can
potato.
figure it out between those two.
Yes, because
I want to point out, when you were saying that the budget had 200,000, either way, the budget is going to need to be amended, because the budget is what we've planned for. It's not money that we actually have at this point. So if we're going to be spending 450,000, then we need to bring that part of the budgeted money up.
and that's,
So
oh, no.
That's what we're going to spend,
No.
but it's not something that we actually.
Yeah, when we budget when we, which you're gonna join us here in another month or so, couple months, we allocate this money to the water department for exactly what happened up there. Now, unfortunately, it was a $500,000 project, not a $200,000 project, right? But we know that we were all comfortable as a council saying, okay, we'll put $200,000 aside for contingencies for projects, whatever's gonna happen.
General fund will have to be amended because we didn't anticipate general fund.
Yeah, we were thinking
Yeah,
bond or
right,
election.
yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But just so you know, I totally understand where you're coming from, but yeah, and we are gonna buttress that water budget with some money from the general fund most likely, but again, that 200,000 is allocated now. We have the money in the budget, so we just need to offset that with whatever out of the general fund now, correct?
Yeah, we knew going.
She thinks I'm missing something, but
We knew going to that project, we were going to borrow that some.
Yeah.
From some.
we know we had to borrow from somewhere.
And that will have to be, like, borrowing from the general fund. The general fund was not, that will be amended because we didn't anticipate.
No, right, right.
Which is not a big deal to do that.
If I'm missing something, please, feel free to educate me, but do you think I'm missing something down here? No.
No, we're gonna borrow at least a portion from the
Yeah.
general fund.
Probably 300,000 to 400,000, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or 300, whatever it's gonna be, yeah.
Out of our R&I, generally speaking.
Right.
Yep.
And
Sounds
Pierce,
good.
yeah, okay. So we're gonna move, Grant, you just want us to push this to next meeting?
Yes.
Any motion?
Go ahead at the next meeting. You need to kind of close this up at some point.
Yeah, my plan would be to have the actual loan agreement, maybe not every, number exactly we're taking from general fund, but we'll have an idea of that.
We can fill it in, right? We can have that discussion, and you have the loan agreement, and we say it's 100 or 150, and then we move on. Good?
Let's just motion to table to the next meeting.
I'll make a motion to table the Curry Road water main financing project until the next council meeting.
Second?
Trish?
Mr. Mararo?
Yes.
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
All right, Mayor, council comments. Sarah, do you have anything for tonight?
I'm good. Hope everybody's doing well. That's all I gotta say.
Mr. Menegini?
I'm okay.
You okay?
Thank you. Yep.
I would like to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everyone.
Oh yeah, we won't get a chance to say that again, will we?
It's our last meeting of the year
I'm the Grinch
until
every time.
2026. I did talk to Mayor Brute earlier, or last night, and she wanted us to pass her wishes on to everyone as well. I believe our first meeting is, Dan, you know?
January 7th,
7th?
I believe, first Wednesday, I believe it's January 7th.
Okay. Jan 7th, so we'll see everybody then. Everyone have a safe and happy holidays. Grant, do you have anything?
No, thank you.
Mr. Stolkman?
Not tonight?
The next meeting is the 8th.
7th.
When I'm looking down on the calendar.
Miss Mackey,
Unless that's 2020.
welcome. Any comments?
No.
Okay, all set?
None
Trish?
right now.
All right. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.